Alright, we're back again with a little bit more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let's see how this goes. It's very hot here, so we'll see how long I last before I get too tired and have to call it for the evening. More skills. There. Good spot as any for them. Back to this cave. Earlier today I watched the movie Northman. I highly recommend it. It's very good. It was actually well received and well researched by a few historians for a lot of accuracies, a lot of things that are still, of course, Hollywood being Hollywood, but for the most part, it was pretty good. I'm hoping this stream's a little bit smoother. I changed to the NVEC encoder instead of just running it off CPU. I'm hoping that will help stabilize it a little bit. So let me know if you can. Quick travel? No, we can't. Alright. Oop. I hate it when it does that. I don't know why, for some reason it makes you do a 180 when you switch to maps like that. We'll find lots of things to do. Talk to Trigby first, ignore the rest. If we have time later on, we'll talk to the flighter.
This is an outrage!
Our strong feelings for Hemming come with much grief.
Festive.
Too festive, and too soon. Fires, fights, and every man soaked mead. Ugh, this has gone too far.
Hemthorpe could burn before the pyre is lit.
Gods, have I failed my dear Jarl?
Peace, Trugve. I will do what I can to calm things.
Alright. It says to check the map, but that's terribly helpful, so let's just do this.
Doch hitam friunge.
What is this?
There's some.
Help! Fire! Save my Vodite burns!
What is this Boda you speak of?
A gift without price, fit for a Jarl's lips. But hurry, it catches flame. Help! Fire! Save my Vodite burns!
For the light!
Help! Fire! Save my Vodite burns!
If this is your Voda, I managed to save it from the licking flames.
Somehow I don't think
You
fire
dared
has done well with
Surtur's
that.
heat, yes. A most potent drink, distilled from grain by the Rus of Kiev. Dip your
a
horn and have a
Russian
drink.
whiskey. That could have
A bit of
done
drink in the
terribly
belly
bad.
never hurt.
Very bad in the flames. Alright, let's find the next batch. These will help. Put the horn on fire. I don't see fire. Yeah.
Yes,
Stables. I guess go the other way. Gotta be around here somewhere.
Þegar við erum á skipi.
What a perfect figure you have. Poised, powerful, perfect.
Me?
Yes. I cannot help but wonder, is your flighting as striking as you?
How do you mean?
I draw smiles from the women and winks from the men. I'm a poetry lover who's skilled with his pen. If you fancy a round, then approach and come speak. If you're lustful for verse, then I've got what you seek.
I will flight with you.
Perfect. Would you like to make it interesting? With a wager, I mean.
Oh, why not? Usually these guys aren't too
My
bad.
wager?
Thank you. Are we ready?
Let us begin.
What know you of the power of fleets to seduce? Are you even aware that they have such a use? See, your weapon lies not in your belt, but your head.
With words, I'll ensnare you and put you to bed.
Yes! I could feel when you entered, the room became warm. Though I doubted
It's
your
outside.
flighting, I quite liked your form. On your every word, I can say that I'm hung.
I'm as good with my lips as I am with my tongue.
Yes, more! I could fleet more sweet nothings inside of your ear. Though I warn you, they're some of the lewdest you'll hear. But instead of just telling, I'll happily show.
You are not so appealing, and thus I say no.
You're brilliant. Are you certain I can't convince you to tarry a moment? We could go somewhere and,
Only a flight. My winnings, please.
Yes, of course. I was only... It was just... Yes? Friendly banter? It's been a true pleasure.
Alright, let's continue on. I'm sure there's more people around here that need help.
Stay back, foul! Flee, warriors, flee! Look, these horde days wasted!
You mean Hemminger's face fighting you?
Thank you, mighty Thor. You've saved
He was
my
being
life.
attacked by chickens.
When you sober up, steer clear of roosters.
Gosh.
I never looked down.
I've heard of a bad
Someone
drunk.
get that drunk away from the chickens!
That's a whole other level. Alright.
The seats have spoken.
Oh, there we go.
On to the next ruling. Shall we play in the woods or down by the river tomorrow?
Stools on the hay side are for the woods, and the side with the sacks of beans for the river.
This
Pick your
is interesting.
seats. No pushing, Bjornsson. I'm watching you.
The children are having a town meeting. Let's see how this goes.
Well, this is not good. It's a draw. This has never happened.
What about the tall one? Can we ask her to help break this tie?
Good idea, Froda. Tall one, sit by the hay side if you vote for the woods. For the river, the side with the sacks of beans. The answer is clear. We shall play in the woods tomorrow.
Aye.
Now, on to the next great matter. We need a name for our merry band. The choices are Raiders of the Cake or the Shadow Dragons.
Stools on the hay side are for Raiders of the Cake, and side with the sacks of
Oh,
beans
you
for
definitely got to go
Shadow
with the Raiders
Dragons.
with the cake. That only makes
Pick
sense.
your seats.
Tall one, you too. Just in case we end up in a tie again.
Has to be the Raiders of the cake.
It looks like we are tied. For now.
Tall one, we need your help once more. It is final. We shall henceforth be called Raiders of the Cake.
I like cake.
Cake is delicious.
Now on to the next vote.
What should we do if we manage to capture a picked soldier? Tools on his side are f***ing him up. Side with the sacks of beans for taking him prisoner.
This one taken prisoner. Somehow I don't think it would end well if the kids tried to beat him up.
It looks like we are tied. For now.
Tall one, we need your help once more. The seats have spoken. We will take the prisoner for questioning.
There
The
we go.
badge of wisdom shall be awarded to those who voted for this. You too, Tall One.
Remember, the more you know of your enemy, the better. Do not let any opportunity to learn more of them escape you.
There we
Froda,
go.
you had
That was a
better
good
be
one.
writing these words of
Good
wisdom
lesson to
down.
learn.
Thanks for the help, Tall One.
The next generation inspires confidence. Nottinghamshire is in good hands.
Alright, well, that wasn't related to what I'm supposed to be doing, but hey,
Where
whatever.
are you going? Tall One does not want to play because the Tall One is a big baby.
Það er gömul völva í grennd.
Alright.
Hún nokkuð fundin?
Rowdy guests around town. There's gotta be more. Do you see any? Probably not. Over there. Alright. Here we go.
Oh, the folder. I love the folder.
Wickham was the best at Valhalla.
The Odyssey King are up here. We don't need any more right
They
now.
are going to kill him! I told him not to do it! Now he's locked up in that house with no way out!
Oh, who's
Come
trying to
out,
kill who
you
now?
dung-eating rat!
What madness is this?
You dare wash our beloved Hemingir with your filth!
I asked you a question, friend.
There's a Saxon within. One stupid enough to try sending Hemingir to heaven over Valhalla.
Oh,
now
that's not
he
gonna go well
cowers
for him.
behind a locked door!
I only did right by his immortal soul!
You will get what is right for you!
Calm yourselves, all of you. I will speak with him, unmask his true intentions.
Get that stain out here now!
This would have been a little bit before. Maybe versions would have been going on, but anyway.
Oh my god!
I don't think your god's gonna
The
help you
people
in
are
here.
quite upset.
Leave me be! I did nothing wrong!
You should walk out of here on your own before you cannot walk at all.
Yes, yes, I'll walk, I'll walk. Don't hurt me, please. There's a key there. If you open the door, I will follow you out.
Okay.
You've got the key! Use it!
Get that thing out here now! You'll pay for your wrongs, desecrator!
Enough. Let him speak to explain himself.
I loved Heminger. I swear. I only want him to fly free in the kingdom of God.
So you drench his body with your filth waters?
Was it your Christian holy water?
Of course. I anointed him in the name of the Lord.
Shut your mouths, both of you. Your antics have outlasted their welcome. Now go. Some order seems to have been restored. Now to Trugvi, to let him know.
That would have made no never mind to someone of the North faith. A little bit of holy water, they would have laughed at it. While this fuss was made over a little bit of holy water on the dead Jarl, it would be much different if proceedings were going different, but for that, so, yeah.
Drepa efnilega ungar kostir ef þau mættu að vinna.
Alright.
I've calmed the guests as much as they can be in their grief.
They mourn. It is to be expected. Still, thank you.
And how do you feel, old friend?
I mourn more deeply than most, I think.
Heminger would be proud of what you have accomplished here. All you have done for him.
I hope so.
This ache will pass, Trugvi. With time.
Yes, it will.
The Alding is tomorrow, and a Jarl must be chosen. I should speak with Sunnema about this.
Sunniva's back on the hill. Alright. Where's my horse?
Yeah!
Now they've brought up the long one. Now it makes sense. God, that would have been a hell of a haul to bring that up the mountainside like that. But by comparison, these boats are quite small compared to the ones that were more traditionally used in this time period. One they have in Norway in the Viking Museum, and they have one in England in the Viking section for the British Museum. They would have fit 20 men to a side rowing, and they would have been, I think the one in Norway, some 60 feet long. So that's quite long for compared to what they're showing here. The boats they're showing here wouldn't be 2/3 that length. So, but some of the bigger ones still that have been found in various states of disrepair and writings and things like that were much larger still. They would have held. They would have easily held 60 men rowing and then full crew besides. These were not small vessels. They were small compared to what we think of like the pirate age, of course, because we're not talking large sailing vessels, but we're talking vessels that would be able to maneuver the river systems of Europe. So they would need to be much smaller, much more maneuverable, and not need nearly as much water depth to navigate.
Did you consult the Volva? And were your questions answered?
Some questions were answered. Others, I must answer myself. There's the place for Vili in the settlement. To live and work with us.
Will he not be Jarl of this shire before the day's end?
That remains to be seen. Some are more eager to see trickery in the High Seat.
Eivor, Tryggvi has no intention to lead. He feels duty-bound to follow his master into death.
Absolutely not. My father would never allow such foolishness.
How else can I honor my Jarl, old as I am? This is no country for me. The future is yours, Vili.
The flames of this pyre will burn for my father. You must live. I forbid you to follow him into death, and will not let you sacrifice yourself.
Do you forbid me as a friend, Vili? Or as our new Jarl?
As a man who would see you come to your senses.
Vili. Tryggvi. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
You need to rule together.
Does the world
it's gonna
need
work.
such useless dithering men? Why not stake a claim yourself? Take this Shire for your own. It is not my place. Your place is anywhere you lay your head, any hill you summit, any silver you take for your own. Do not limit yourself to niceties.
I do not care for this
Shire
depiction
deserves
of
a
Odin.
leader to admire, a man the people can trust. Most love Billy, and he loves them. But he lacks the will to be leader. He could learn, but does he wish to? And Tryggvi, sturdy and wise and loyal to the legacy Hemminger Jarl left behind. Almost to a fault. But he is old, and his thrill for living has fled him. Hardly inspiring.
You cannot! I will not allow it!
I am not asking for your permission. Only your forgiveness.
Gods, Eivor, put a stop to this fool's death wish.
And if anyone's curious, the glasses I'm wearing are not prescription, they're just blue light glasses. I do work from home all day, and staring at a screen this long without glasses, it ends up hurting my eyes in the run of the day. So this is just a precautionary measure. They don't really affect much, but they do help, so.
This is no small decision, Tryggvi. And not without great cost. The Shire will be diminished without you.
But I have nobody left. My life's purpose lies dead upon that pyre.
That is not so. When people look to my father for guidance, who did they see him turn to for counsel?
Hemminger Jarl was my rock. Yes, I gave him counsel, but he made the hard choices.
If Hemminger were here, would he not urge you to wield this wisdom for the betterment of all? Was your vow to serve Hemminger Jarl unto death, or to serve his legacy in life?
I will... You have wisdom more than I could have guessed.
Eivor!
Sunniva.
Picts were spotted moments ago, lurking in the thicket. Vili gave chase.
Ah, stick. He should have... Show me where he went.
Let's wake the others. The dark is lousing with Picts.
I can take them on myself. Tell me where.
They're not far. I'll show you. His rage has consumed him, Eivor. All this anger, this sadness, it has truly taken form.
Our stick was never one to temper his emotions. This was bound to happen. I should have been more vigilant.
Do not blame yourself, Drengur.
He always had me to watch his back. His children, and again now. If this rampage is what he needs to rid himself of the sick that binds him, I will at least make sure he does not hurt himself.
Thank Odin he has the mighty Wolf-Kissed as his shadow.
There are things we do for family, Sunniva. No questions asked. You would have done the same. For any of the Raven clan.
We know, Drengur. That is why we are sworn to you. Here, Eivor. This was where Billy saw the scout killed and then charged after the enemy ahead. I will head back to Hemthorpe and make sure our ravens stand vigilant. Return to us safely, Drengur.
Yeah, definitely in this cave.
I should not be seen in this area.
I guess it's not a cave. Anyway. Oh, so it is. Alright. Let's kill them all. Not messing about. Looks like he's done a pretty good job so far, honestly. Oh, come on. There's no way a snake would be sitting out in the cold like that. I think it'd be squirreled under a rock somewhere, hiding.
I could use your aid right now.
I love that ability. Back to Valkyrie. Tear is always a good one too, or the Sparta kick for anybody who's played ACLC. Alright, eradicate the pigs. We're in here, do we have to go inside?
Dare disturb these days of mourning?
Stop, Billy. They're gone. It is done.
Bah! I've seen roosters fight with more spirit.
Oddly enough, so have I.
That sound. Is it thunder?
Footsteps.
We need to fall back. Follow me. Quickly!
Ah, yes, there's more yet. Good to say, that was too easy, one wave. Oh, get out of the way. Poison powder, cool. Catch back up with him because he's freaking out. Alright. What's this now? We're kidnapping him to resist. Ah, okay, so somebody's working with me. Kidnapping residents. Somebody's working with them. Somebody's telling them who to take. Who won't be missed. That hits. Now there's so much improvement. So here, I'm gonna turn my headset down just a little bit. There we go. Alright, that's better. Right along, sure. I'm sure we have more crates at the top of this thing too.
Inga, well, there it is.
There's his wolf. Really caught up yet? He's fighting.
Brilliant, was it not? Just like when we were children, getting into trouble and getting away.
Save your honey words for when we get out of here alive, Archstick.
Start like next game in real life. Just make sure that you know what you're getting into. Plain simple, because this guy needs to step up. Run the place, but he needs to grow up a little bit before that'll happen.
Ah, by Thor's thunderhammer. That quickened the blood.
Wild and reckless, like our first battles together. Remember the island north of Stavanger?
I do. Kjotve the Cruel trained his berserkers there.
Great lumbering fools, foaming at the mouth. We taunted them from the treetops.
And the drunk one, remember? Naked as the morning. Froze his cock off trying to find us.
Then fell to humping a snowdrift.
Were you glad to hear from me?
I did wonder what trouble you'd been up to. But I smiled at hearing your name. And I wondered if you had taken after your father. If you were now leading your clan.
Well, you have your answer. I'd sooner take after a troll and leave this clan in your hands.
That I will not do.
When my father was named Jarl, he had no one to help him, and still he triumphed.
Oh, he's just scared to fail.
I
That's
am
pretty
not
standard.
my father. I simply want to roam. Do you think Sleipnir would be content to a soul, no matter how glorious it may be? Hey, what is that for?
You have friends, Billy. And what about Tryggvi? Me and your clan?
Yeah, good. Give him a slap around.
Of course.
And him around to us.
I know that.
You can't roam forever. Keep that in mind. You are surrounded by those who love you. And that will not change unless you push it all away.
You...
Troll-faced dick.
A chicken Draugr is such a... For that does not seem possible.
Voda, too. A warder infused with fire. I do not lie. Your father's death aside, Billy. This has been... good. Fun, even.
Do you ever wonder what might have happened if we had not been separated by the North Sea so early in our lives? What adventures we would have had. The raids, the battles, the glory. I even think about what we might have been to each other.
How come they keep depicting all these Vikings as gay?
No, I never dwell on our past that way.
Lifestyle, but
I find it slows me down to crawl. And I'm not made for crawling. I think I'll turn in. Long day ahead. Are you going?
With so much on my mind, I haven't slept a wink. The funeral, the Thanes... I should get back.
yeah, it's
I
probably
understand.
best.
I'll see you there. Billy, gone already. To prepare for the funeral, I imagine.
Right. Powder trap. No, no. Oh, kinda neat. Nah, that seems like kind of a pointless ability. Carry a body immediately after killing it? Nah, no way. Oh, the headshot damage would be good. Don't really need flail. Oh, ran out of points. So be it. Alright. Funeral fire. Say farewell and hopefully send these guys on their way. Move on to, I believe, is the last area. Going to form alliance with.
So many Danes, so many Norse. This will be the send-off Hemminger deserves. All the funeral preparations are in order. Tell me, what funeral gift did you manage to offer your Jarl?
Some Voda survived the fire. It will keep Hemminger warm in Odin's hall.
If he's not careful, that Voda will burn all of Valhalla down. All the funeral preparations are in order. Be patient, Hemminger Jarl. We are about to send you on your final journey.
Alright.
Brothers, sisters,
I have not seen your face among the Hemminger clan. From where do you hail?
I come on behalf of the mighty Halfdan Ragnarsson of Northumbria to deliver a gift to the departed Hemming Jarl. These people are good drinkers and good warriors. Halfdan will be pleased.
Sisters, kin and... It is time.
Your old friend. It is good to see you here. Is Lufina here as well?
One of us had to stay in Jorvik. She wishes she could be here, but
Haven't
alas,
gotten Jorvik yet.
our duties never rest.
Aye, never. Only Hemming Jarl has that privilege now.
Jorvik is the next stop.
Eivor, my father sets forth final voyage.
May the winds for him.
The nobles have offered up their funeral gifts. But you. Present what you have, and the celebration may begin.
I have it here.
Flip the shield.
In council, you are the wisest. At the hearth, the kindest. In battle, the bravest. May the sign of Bekivisir, the rune of the way, guide you to the Hall of Many Doors.
Stand at my side.
Speak from your heart, Eminasan.
Today we mourn the passing of Hemminger Jarl of Nottinghamshire. My father. Our father. He was a towering force. A strength to fear and admire. Now gone. Yet together we are the example of his greatness. I see him in each of you. His love for battle, so peace, for wisdom, sorrow, and joy, generosity, spirit. In you I see his love of drink. Gods, did he love drink? We are these things because he was these things. Father, we shall be to our children what you were to us. And when they are ready, we will meet you again. Give him a fine farewell.
Sunniva, ride to Hemthorpe and prepare the Longhouse for the All-Thing. The next Jarl will soon take his seat.
You have seen
what was needed?
I have more than enough.
Hemmingur Jarl was the greatest man I have ever known.
Shall we lock horns? Down it faster than me, and you are the victor. Is it the silver or the...
It's time.
No!
Get back down to the town.
Felisora tumuit armis venit pluvialis.
Will we decide at the next thing?
Have they given their Jarl a fine farewell?
They have. None drank so well and so deeply as Clan Hemmingerson.
The declaration of succession must happen soon, before we are too drunk and exhausted to remember our names.
I agree. Call on those who must attend. The All Thing will begin shortly.
Eivor!
You look uneasy.
Burdened by grief, drowning in mead, and paralyzed by a sword. I stand between that man and Jarldom.
You stand side by side, really, and one of you must step forward.
My father placed us side by side because he trusted your vision. So what do you see?
Drunk as you are, I see before me a man full of passion, vigor, and a love for his people. I see a Jarl. Your burden will get easier to bear. Take your father's seat and make it your own.
I will.
Good. Now let them know our stick.
People of Hemthorpe, of Ulkethorpe, of Snottingham. Today I pledge myself, as my father was, I shall be your Jarl. Hemminger was a hero, not for who he was, but for the people he led. With Tryggvi by my side, with all of you, we will have glory.
That's what he needed. He needed a little kick to get him in the right direction.
You've already learned the speeches, Jarl.
It will take time to wear that title with comfort. My father never swore a formal oath with your clan. There was no need, for you are family. Let it be known, the Hemmingers and Clan Raven are true sworn friends from this day forward. Do you accept?
Aye.
Well,
Be fair, be just, and call upon us often. Our stick.
I'm sure I will.
Skaurinn skal dagþinga við Óðina vegna systana. Annars brjóður.
Time to go back to...
Randvi will want to know about that.
Where are they? Probably should put that in.
To the settlement.
Alright, before we go talk to Randvi, I want to see what he's got in the shop today.
Always nice to see a friendly face. So if you see any about, send them my way.
What do you have today?
Celestial Unicorn. No thanks. I wouldn't use that even if I had to.
Thank you. I am sure I will see you back again soon. Goodbye.
Hey, Eivor! Hey, du, Eivor!
Impossible.
Good day.
Alright.
I bring fair tidings, Randvi. Hemminger Jarl in Nottinghamshire has passed, but his clan remains allied to us.
Sad news, but you made the best of it.
I saw my old friend Vili on my visit. He is their Jarl now, and he has pledged to aid us in times of need.
More materials.
Something troubling has come. A letter from Alfgar in Lincoln. It seems the new Elderman, Herefrid, has turned on them. When you are able, you should visit with him. See what this is about.
That's not good.
Tell me more about Lincolnshire. What has become of their Elderman, Herefrid?
He has turned on his people. And what's more, Hytham has learned his true allegiance. The Order of the Ancients.
Well, I was afraid of
Gods.
that. Anyway.
This is my doing, Randvi. I voted to install Herefrid as Elderman.
Indeed. And now Alfgar asks that you return and right the wrong you brought to life. He is waiting near Ancaster with his feared. Will you go?
Yeah, need to set that right.
I must fight beside Alfgar.
Be careful. Herefrid may be more than...
Alright. Oh, wait. So, before I do that, I wish to build a few more things for the settlement. Back to Niflheim just yet. I will do that in the near future.
Show me what lies.
Shop. Armor. Chest post. Tattoo shop. Green farm. There we go. way up easier. Way easier. Sorry. Let's go upgrade the grain farm. I believe I already did the cow farm.
Hey, my boy. Go. Soon.
Stable in every area, yeah. Be buffed as well. Alright. Let's do that as well. Since we're right here, we still have the materials. There we go. There, and we'll travel south on horseback. It'll take a second to get there. Before we talk to him, we'll do the scan. Make sure that's done.
Our camp is just here. When the Feared is ready, we'll attack with speed.
The sooner the better. Herefrith will entrench deeper with every passing hour.
Such carnage I've never seen. That twisted bishop must pay the devil his due.
A bold attack, and in broad daylight. The hatred that eats at that man must be ravenous.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Feards are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, we are ever so glad you came.
How could I not?
Chieftain, but
It was my boat that got you into this
role,
mess.
so.
The bishop caught us unaware. Claims to have taken this shire in the name of some sort of religious order.
The Order of Ancients.
That's the one. Do you know what he means?
I may.
As our hastily elected alderman, I advise we attack quickly, before he can rally more troops.
Agreed.
We attack now. Ready the Feared.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we
That's not a
deal
big
with
deal.
the troops inside.
Yeah, skip this. It uses it every time. Take with the archers first. Get the battering ram in place. Yeah, seems pretty standard for these.
For the glory of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
No, first I need to climb this tower and disable that oil. If I don't do that, then they're not going to get anything close. it goes. Alright.
Gods, Hervrid, come back. You, point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
There.
It's a respite, Lord, please. Our battle's lost. Continue the work. Kill this pagan!
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion. I should have lived as the ancient.
That's the folly of mankind, Avrid. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs. He should have learned to enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. Should have enjoyed what he had instead of pissing and moaning about it. There, done. That one. There's nothing here.
Max, what is Harry wanting?
Order from the instruments. Oh, okay. This incorrect shatter. That's a long ways back. There's an olive garment with a pale linen cloak. Well, there's still more. Excuse me. Still more clues yet.
Eivor! You fought as one possessed by a demon today.
Herefrid may yet have allies in Mercia, members of his secret order. But the immediate danger is past.
You have my deepest thanks, Eivor. To you I owe all my future happiness and prosperity.
Still rubs me.
It's a shame Hunwald was not fit to don his father's boots. But he can bring joy to the people here. Treat him well.
Yes, about that. I believe he has a somewhat different idea of his future. You should talk to him.
About?
Until next we meet, Eivor. The strength of Lincolnshire is yours, should you need it.
We are bonded now. Your people and mine.
I have found better friends in Danes, to be honest. Swanborough is my love, and you are a better friend to me than any here. Would it be an imposition to ask... Well, could we live with your clan? Swanborough and I. It would mean so much to her. And to me.
We'd be happy to host you for your chain when it suits you.
Oh, yes! I'll pull my weight, I promise. And fight when needs be, and I won't drink more than I'm allotted.
You fight with us, Hunwald, and you can drink as much as you like.
Thank you, Eivor. This means... It means the world to me.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Alright. Back to Ravensthorpe again. In the game. I couldn't tell whether it was or not. Alright.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Greetings.
Oh, come on. There it
The
is.
fires are out in Lincolnshire. They stand with us.
Let us hope he proves some more.
Be the last one on the board. Jorvik.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Short of going to Francia.
Tell me about Jorvik. Hytham's...
If that is true, you are in luck. Our old friends Jor and Ljuvina have made their homes in Jorvik. Both had status and influence in Norway, so they may have...
That would make my work...
What say you then?
I will go now. Do you know where I might find Hjor and Lufina?
When entering a new city, it is best to ask around the ports. The people there know more than the average peasant.
Alright. Says I have another letter again too, so I better check that.
Message.
Tobacco's letter. Yeah, that wasn't Pester's letter. Ah. That is a heck of an axe. Hemming's axe. Let's take a look at that. Increase heavy damage with low health. No. That's... Plus it's really, really slow. Alright. Travel to the Jorvik docks. Considering I don't think I've been anywhere close to them yet. Travel from Grimsby. Well, that's how I get there. That'll probably be it for me tonight. Oh yes, and I have
your
the,
oars!
cat that I found earlier.
Sing, my ravens. Let's hear a story.
Stories, there we go, that's better.
When I came to England with the sons of Ragnar, I believed it would be a brief reign. A sail out on the open sea. I loved that first crossing. Sliding over the blue expanse, sea spray wetting my face. Hungry for new lands and adventures. Memories of home always drew me back, distracted me. For it is there where all the worst parts of my life occurred. It took too long to look ahead. But I do now. Halfdan's ambition gave rise to my own. He gave me an excuse to leave, to fight, to die an honorable and glorious death, so that we can live in the halls of our fathers. One cannot look back, you understand? You cannot go home again. Seers know this. Our paths are set. My life is here now, as is my death. Norway is a chapter past.
They're just more than tall enough.
Stop! Kreju!
This wind would fill the
Sail
sail!
out!
Keep going straight.
Who will share a tale?
My first day defending the walls of Grantebridge. My duty was defense.
There was a woman called Nal who came...
Quiet a moment, and listen to my tale of the king in the east, who showers gold upon his warriors from Norway.
Must row in these waters.
Named Vassal of Greece, the Jarl of all Jarls, and even his bathing tub is forged of gold. But such wealth draws envy. Every day, his Jarls and Thanes plotted for his life and lands. Vassal lived in fear. One day, Vassal was bathing in his golden tub.
Sail is ready when needed.
Naked, Vassal leapt out a window into the streets. There, he met by chance a warrior and trader of the gods. The just warrior saved the naked man from the attackers. Grateful, Vassal gave this man gold and made him his chief thane that day. But it is a poor meaning. So they formed the Varangian Guard to serve as Vassal's loyal retainers, paying men from Gautland, Bruce, Norway, and Denmark. Vassal trusts these men, for they are not Greek and cannot take his land.
Take the mask down.
But it is a poor company that can't keep through.
Raise the mast.
Good sail wind here, Eivor.
Let the sail out.
Too far, apparently.
Green sail. More sail.
We're gonna call it there. We're close, but I need to get some sleep. Tomorrow is going to be another long day, so I hope the sole viewer that I have enjoyed it. I will be uploading the video to my YouTube channel as well. Feel free to follow me on there. It's CDE Hillside on there as well as Instagram. The channel is the same name as the Twitch channel, CDE Hillside. I posted some things on there for my leatherworking as well, which I started because Red Dead Redemption was the game I was playing at the time, and I wanted to take a crack at leatherworking, and sure enough, I enjoyed it, net it, experimenting with it. Try to deal with the heat as best you can. I know here it's very, very, very hot. The humidity was 40 plus degrees Celsius here today. So, alright. Later on, I will be streaming again at some point this weekend. I will try to put out a notice beforehand. Later.